What if I told you that the military suicide rate is climbing every single year, but most of these deaths never make it into the official statistics? Today I'm sharing a story that's haunted me for years, and why keeping this secret has eaten away at my conscience more than any combat experience ever could. Before we dive in, I need you to understand something crucial. This isn't just about one tragic night or one lost friend. This is about a system that's failing our service members in ways you never imagined, and how silence becomes complicity in a crisis that's destroying lives every single day. My buddy Jake was the kind of guy everyone gravitated toward. Quick with a joke, always had your back, could make even the worst duty rotation bearable. We'd been through basic together, deployed twice, and I considered him closer than family. But underneath that easy smile was something none of us recognized until it was too late. The night it happened, we'd all been drinking at the local bar near base. Nothing unusual for a Friday night. Jake seemed normal, maybe a little quieter than usual, but we all had our off days. When we got back to the barracks, most of us crashed immediately. The next morning, they found Jake at the bottom of the building. The official report was swift and definitive. Accidental death, too much alcohol, lost his footing, tragic accident, case closed. His family received condolences, insurance paid out, and life moved on. Except it wasn't an accident, and I knew it. 3 days before Jake died, he'd gotten a letter from his girlfriend back home. She was leaving him for someone else, someone with a stable job who wasn't deployed for months at a time. I found him reading it over and over, tears streaming down his face. He talked about how empty everything felt, how he couldn't see the point anymore. The night he died, Jake had pulled me aside. He told me he was tired of pretending everything was fine. He said he felt like he was drowning and nobody could see it. He asked me if I thought people would miss him if he was gone. I laughed it off, told him to sleep it off, that he'd feel better in the morning. I had no idea I was having my last real conversation with him. Here's what really happened that night. Jake didn't accidentally fall off that building. He climbed to the roof while we were all passed out drunk. He sat up there for who knows how long, probably hoping someone would notice he was gone, hoping someone would come looking for him. Nobody did. And when the pain became too much, he made a choice that changed everything. I know this because Jake left a note. Not in his room where the investigators would find it, but tucked under my pillow where only I would see it. He apologized for being weak. He talked about the girlfriend, about feeling like a failure, about how the military had promised him purpose but delivered only emptiness. He asked me to tell his family he loved them, but begged me not to tell them how he really died. For 7 years now, I've carried that secret. I watched his parents at the funeral, clinging to the comfort that their son's death was just a terrible accident. I've seen his girlfriend at memorial services, grieving but not consumed by the guilt that would have destroyed her if she knew the truth. And I've wrestled with whether keeping Jake's secret was protecting them or betraying him. The guilt has been overwhelming. Some nights I wonder if I could have said something different, done something more. Other nights I'm angry at Jake for putting me in this impossible position. But mostly, I'm furious at a system that makes suicide seem like the only option for young people who signed up to serve their country. Here's what the statistics don't tell you. Military suicides are often reclassified as accidents to protect families from stigma and preserve benefits. The real numbers are likely much higher than reported. We're losing more service members to suicide than to combat, but we're still treating mental health like a personal weakness instead of a medical crisis. Jake's death wasn't just about a breakup. It was about isolation, about feeling disconnected from purpose, about a culture that rewards toughness but punishes vulnerability. It was about young people being trained to face external enemies but never given tools to fight the battles in their own minds. I'm sharing this now because I can't carry it alone anymore, and because Jake's story is happening right now to someone else. If you're watching this and you're struggling, please know that the pain you're feeling is temporary, but the impact of losing you would be permanent. There are people who care, resources available, and ways forward that you can't see right now. If you're a veteran or active service member having thoughts of suicide, call the Veterans Crisis Line at 988. Press 1. You don't have to carry your burdens alone, and you don't have to become another hidden statistic. Jake deserved better than dying alone on that rooftop. He deserved a system that valued his mental health as much as his marksmanship. He deserved friends who recognized the signs and took action. Most of all, he deserved to live.